Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing well and having a wonderful, beautiful, amazing day today. I am so sorry that I was late today. I went to update my drivers, right? I did that on time, went to go do my makeup really fast while it was doing that. I come back from putting it on and it had like stopped installing, so I had to start the process over and that made me outrageously late. I am very sorry, but it was not my fault. But welcome in, friends. I hope you're all doing good. Let me go ahead and switch over so I can see the YouTube screen. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Mountain Dew. And hello, Saturn. Welcome in. Actually, it's not Crystal Light. It is spiked coffee. Not drug spiked, alcohol spiked. Like an espresso martini in a mug. Hello, Angel. Welcome in. So first and foremost, I'm going to be working on an area for Wharf today, which, to make a long story short, if you've never seen Bob's Burgers or the movie, Wharf is like a theme park that's seen on the show often. Like if you go down the street from the restaurant, you see it pretty quickly. Like it's not that far. I want to put it in this big grassy area that's right up on the beach. Given, of course, because it's Animal Crossing and I only have so much to work with, it'll primarily be like Wharf inspired. Like I can't make it super exact, but I will get as close as I can and just make it as inspired as I possibly can. I do need to move this villager house and I need to get rid of all of these trees. So that's going to be an important first step. But once like I get that cleared up, we can move forward a bit more. An espresso martini sounds so good right now. Honestly, it does. Saturn, I'm feeling great. I'm gonna graduate college with an associate's degree. Congratulations! Okay, can we get some hearts in chat for Angel? Because that's pretty amazing. I am so proud of you. Here, I put some hearts in chat for you. All right, I have, I don't remember if I grabbed an, like a storage unit of sorts, but I do have a crafting table. So just so that we don't have to come back to that later, I'm gonna grab that. I might also go ahead and check to see if I have an actual storage unit or not. Either way, I need to grab like a stack of like edible type items just so that way I can dig up all the trees. Amazing, Angel, that's huge. Do you know your post-college plans? Either way, that is amazing though. Like genuinely, congratulations. Okay, it looks like I don't have one, but that's okay. That's something that I can grab later on. Okay, cool. I do have a bunch of these saved. All right, yeah, so first step, clear out all the trees. I did get a bit of a start ahead of time on gathering some furniture, but I did not finish doing that because I didn't have a ton of storage space. I did work on upgrading my house a little bit earlier, so that way that wouldn't be as much of a problem. Inevitably, I will have to work on that later, but it's okay. I made sure that I had some bells stored away ahead of time so that way I could just pay really quickly to upgrade my house, and we wouldn't have to worry about that too much.
Well, since you asked, you were late. So my day went from good to bad. Then went to Target and saw the other Switch games you don't play.
Like what? Like which games? Which ones? Now you gotta tell me. You can't just say that and then not tell me. I want to go back and go for my bachelor's degree this summer though. I want to go to St. Augustine for a weekend getaway. I think you should. You should treat yourself. You absolutely should. I wish that we could eat all of these as like a big stack. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, has anyone gotten it? And hello, Alan, welcome in. I went searching for custom designs earlier and I found a couple of different versions of what Bob wears. This is like the closest that I could get that didn't look a little bit ridiculous. So this is what we're working with for now, at least. I might design my own later on, but for right now, this is what I have. I did buy a diner outfit, but it just looked like a little bit too fancy schmancy for what he would wear. I want to take Mountain Dew with me. That sounds like a vibe. Wait, do you mean like the person in chat or like just copious amounts of Mountain Dew? Because either way, that's a vibe. I just know that as soon as I got rid of all that extra furniture I had laying around to get 3 stars, as soon as I got rid of all that, I just know that it tanked my island rating. And it is what it is. Person in chat? Okay. Well, either way, that sounds like a vibe. Persona 5, WarioWare, the Zelda game. I have streamed Zelda games before, but I haven't finished either of them. I've streamed Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but I reiterate, neither of them have been completed. Oh. I didn't realize I needed to have more. That was embarrassing. Hello, Anthony. Welcome in. I want to get the Switch too. Honestly, I want Mario Kart World. I do too. And I want Tomodachi Life, of course, whenever it comes out. And then whenever the next Animal Crossing comes out, I would like that as well. But I think other than those 3, I really don't know what else I would buy. Overall, though, I'm not in any hurry to buy the new Switch. I know eventually I will, but just like not now. That's a very big chunk of money. I'm not getting the Switch 2 just out of principle. That's very fair. Understandable. Howdy, I still have about half an hour left of work, but I want to pop in really quick. You're good, Allie. Welcome in. How can I forget about Tomodachi Life? An amazing game. I will say though, with the Switch 2 and with like the whole idea of the next Animal Crossing, I know that the Switch 2 is going to be backwards compatible, so any like normal Switch games could be played on there. Switch 2 games, as far as I'm aware, will not be able to be played on a normal Switch, and I feel like if for some reason they were, then I just wouldn't bother with getting a Switch 2. Like if the next Animal Crossing could be played on a normal Switch, then I absolutely would just outright refuse get a new one. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. I might just be rambling. How is everybody today though, by the way? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being really amazing, like how are you doing today? What's going on? What's the vibe? Like the stream, by the way, or I'm gonna get KK Slider, I'm gonna have him play your least favorite song. You better listen to Angel then, because you don't want to have to forcibly listen to your least favorite KK Slider song, because that would not be fun. Not be fun at all. I might honestly just go to Timmy and Tommy's and buy like a stack of oranges so I don't have to keep like taking the ones from the trees. 9 out of 10, 6 out of 10. I'm sorry, Saturn. I hope tomorrow's better. There's 5 more little triangle tails underneath the house. I love the triangle tail stage. I'm pretty sure I've told you that before, but like that's like my favorite stage for a cat. And then you got the little triangle tails. They're so cute. I love it. The Target employee asked if I wanted to pre-order a Switch, told them I'll wait until more games are shown. That's also a very fair argument. Well, not argument, but response. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do with all these trees. I do not need them, so I'm just gonna go sell them to Timmy and Tommy. Like, here. Take all these trees that I know you didn't ask for. Here we go. Take all these trees that I know you did not want. And let me go in and buy some oranges. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them when they get older. I'm just gonna wait until they open their eyes and we'll put them in the little box and put them into that steel cage. You think there's anybody that you know that would want a kitten? Like whenever they're old enough to be separated from their mother? Mountain Dew and I have the same brain cell. Sometimes I feel like everybody in the community just collectively shares a brain cell, but we like take turns with it. Like right now, I don't know who has it because it's not me. I swear, I feel like there was something I wanted to talk about on stream, but I have no idea what it is anymore. Like, it's completely left my brain. So that's fun. A grand old time. You guys can hear the game, right? Because the other day whenever I was streaming Stardew Valley, I had to have Elgato muted, and I'm worried that I forgot to turn it back on. So, can y'all let me know if you hear the game, please? Like, just push Timmy and tell me out of the way, right? They were blocking me. They needed to move. Not yet, but I need to mow the grass underneath that section where they are, and I want them in a safer place. I mean, I feel like as long as you're careful, like, you should be able to move them. I'm so excited for whenever I can actually get to like the main decor part. It's so annoying having to clear out areas like this. And I still have to move that villager house. Whose house is this? I don't remember which one it is. Elvis's house, okay.
Lexi, have you ever played Katamari Damacy? You roll a ball around and collect items, pets and people. Then your dad, who is God, throws them into outside and blows them up, making a new star in the sky. It's PG game.
I have never played that before at all, but I'm intrigued. You have my attention. And thank you for the donation, by the way. I appreciate it. Oh, does anybody have a craving of the day, by the way, today? You know I try to remember to ask. For me, very specific, but I want a cheeseburger from Sonic. That and some of their French fries and a slushie would be delicious right now. Do I have, okay, I have space for these. Let me just stick up these flowers as well. I'll sell the plants and then I'll get the house moved. Time travel, and then we'll be good to go to actually decorate from there. Well, technically. What I should have said was the because I didn't finish gathering my supplies earlier, we'll need to make a quick dilly darn trip to a treasure island, but it's okay, because the one in question has a lot of what I would need. Like the main one that I go to. It's okay though, I'm literally only 15 minutes into the stream. Sometimes I get real stressed whenever I have a decoration stream, whenever I get to a part wherever I need to go to Treasure Island. If I'm like already 30 minutes in or something, I start like panicking because I feel like I should have done this earlier. But we're early in the stream, it's fine. I mean, nacho cheese and chips, as you should. That also sounds delicious. Enjoy it for me. Okay, now let's go get the house moved. We're just ignoring all the tents that are down there. All right, we just are pretending that they are not there. I'm so excited for the Cult of the Lamb stream tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. I haven't streamed that in forever. There we go, okay. I swear this conversation always takes forever. I really hope that for the next Animal Crossing games, since I feel like Nintendo has got to be well aware that players like will continually make new towns, islands, or...
Farts.
What?
Stairs. It wasn't me.
Excuse you. Excuse you. Go to the bathroom next time. There is no farting to any degree that will be allowed in this chat. Excuse yourself next time. I had to leave instead of moving it because apparently I haven't talked to Elvis, so I can't move his house yet. Let me go find, never mind, there he is. I was gonna say, let me go find him, and then I can do it. There we go. Now I can do it. That was embarrassing. There we go. Oh, fun fact, but you see the little outfit that Tom Nook has? I have a cat version of that. Like that shirt, like the cat version for Luna to wear. Or is it that one or is it Timmy and Tommy's? Because Timmy and Tommy's is like a little bit different. It might be the one that they wear. Well, either way, it's a little Animal Crossing shirt that she can wear. She hates it though. Whenever I put it on her, she like lowers herself to the ground and like refuses to move. Like she hates it so much. I think there's like one picture on my Instagram up of her wearing it, but I don't bother to put it on her anymore because she gets really mad. I don't know where I'm gonna put this yet. I might just have to put it in a random place and move it again later on. But that's gonna be the annoying part of this island, is figuring out all the locations to put the houses. It'll be well worth it once I figure out good locations for all of them, but just like annoying regardless, because there's gonna be a lot of moving. But it's okay. Oh, and I did make sure to use some of my Nook Miles on
can we do a 5-second breathing exercise together?
Yes, we can. We can. Okay. I can't go to a just chatting screen anymore because I don't have that set up for this. Everybody set down whatever you're holding. We're gonna take a very slow inhale for 5 seconds. Hold it for a moment and then exhale, okay? Breathe in. And breathe out. That wasn't 5 seconds, but whatever. Close enough. Sometimes I feel like I can't breathe in enough air, but I hope that was what you wanted. I swear, if one of you donates as a fart and I just did a breathing exercise to make it look like I breathed in the fart, I'm gonna time you out. I am. I will do that. Hello, Eli, welcome. I'm gonna move this. There's like no room over here, otherwise I would just put it there. So for now, this will go up here, and I will inevitably regret the location later on whenever it's in my way.
Man, Lexi really wanted to smell my fart.
No! No! Nasty! Nasty. Nasty. Now, I don't know if that was Mountain Dew or Angel, but I guess you're both gonna have to be timed out for that, since I can't decide who it was. Thank you for the donation, though. There. You've both been put into timeout. Just for good measure. I told you I would do it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna time travel to the next day, and then whenever it gets to the next day, I had these in my pockets, so I thought maybe I was gonna villager hunt. Whenever it gets to the next day, Timmy and Tommy's will be worked on, and I will go to Treasure Island and get some more furniture. I should realistically, though, put these Nook Miles tickets away, too. I hope you guys enjoyed your brief timeout, and I hope you learned your lesson. Oh, don't mind the green walls. I was using that as a green screen earlier for some pictures to use for thumbnails, so don't mind that. We're gonna pretend it doesn't look that way. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're good, Alan. I know that wasn't you. You're fine. What I also might do is, I mean, you guys won't be able to see it, but I also want to pull up in a different tab on my computer a picture of Wonder Wharf. I just feel like it would be a good idea to have the inspiration picture pulled up. Okay, now to save and time travel. Ooh, okay, I have a poll idea, hold on. I think I've done this before, but I genuinely can't remember what everybody said, so please forgive me if I'm asking a second time. There we go, poll is up. Have you or have you not seen the Bob's Burgers movie? I think it's available in more than one place, but I know for sure that it's available on Hulu. However, it's only available at a certain like payment plan or above. I don't know like what all the payment plans are because the Hulu that I have is my mom's account. Thank you, mother, for letting me use that. I think it's like the second tier and like above. Be able to see it. I'm not 100% though, because I don't know what her plan is, but I know that it's on Hulu.
Dear Sasquatch Hairy Feet Lexi, you know I can always get around a mute.
I do not have Sasquatch feet. I have small feet. I'm not going to show you because there will be no free feet, and that's gross. But not only do I not have Sasquatch feet, they are not hairy. Excuse you. The audacity. So rude. Thank you, though. This is how I feel in chat right now about that comment. That's how I feel. That emoji. Well, actually, depending on the shoe size, not the shoe size, depending on like what brand I get it from, my size seems to range anywhere between like a 5.5 to like a 7. I feel like that's not that big, right? I've seen some but not entirely. I went and saw it whenever it came out in theaters, and I was obsessed. And it's been like one of my favorite movies ever since. Not like my top favorite movie, because there's other movies that I feel like I still enjoy more, but it's definitely up there. Like if I want to watch something goofy, then I'm gonna watch that. I hate on the loading screens whenever I use the game sounds for a stream, how it's like dead silent for a little while. It's awkward and it bothers me. Oh, I think I have
Why
a
did you
trash
use
can.
the DMV emote, Lexi?
Wait, what? Oh, it took me a second. No, yeah, that is how it feels at the DMV. Because whether you have to like renew your driver's license, your ID, whatever it is that you've got to do while you're there, they will send you to the back of the line or make you leave if you don't have like your birth certificate, like 2 other forms of ID, your high school diploma, your record from elementary school, and everything else under the sun. And then they're still gonna ask you to bring one more thing. Like, you're absolutely right. That is how it feels at the DMV. It fills me with rage. That reminds me, I need to renew my ID, and my birthday's coming up, so I still haven't gone. Okay, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and head to a treasure island now so I can get what I need. And then we can get to the main core decorating part because the area has been cleared. It's nice and empty. All right. I did use the treasure island earlier, but the code may have changed. So let me just go ahead and see. Give me a moment. Trying to go as fast as I can. By the way, there will be no judgment of whatever your answer is, but out of curiosity, how does everybody here feel about treasure islands? Again, no judgment if you don't like them or don't use them, I promise. I'm just curious. I definitely support them and I like them, but I also completely understand why somebody wouldn't. Like, there's a lot of reasons not to, but I feel like at the same time, there is a lot of reasons to like them, you know? Did you hear about the Snow White drama? Not exactly. I mean, I heard a drama about Rachel Zegler. I think that's how you'd say her last name. Who plays Snow White. I heard there was some kind of issues going on with her specifically, but I don't know what she said or did. And so I feel like I can't really speak on it. But as long as it's not like so like blatantly awful that it can't be said in chat, I would love to be clued in on what happened. Use your own judgment if you think it's something that should be in chat or not. Also, hey, I do have to use the code cover, which that I still have not adjusted its size for the new stream setup. So let me just like shrink that. Hold on. There. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm waiting to make sure that it works before I move the cover. All right, we're good to go. Let me just go ahead and take that off now. Thank you for waiting. I appreciate it. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. Okay, while that's loading, I'm gonna pull up just some general pictures on Google Images of Wonder Wharf to use as inspiration. I just feel like it's like a general like theme park. So this is, okay, you can't see it, but it's a very funny picture of Bob and Louise. But I chose this because it has a good bird's eye view of what the entire park looks like. But from what we can see, there's like a spinning type of ride. There's a couple of different stands to play games at and to get snacks at. There's a roller coaster. There's a Ferris wheel. You can't see it in this specific picture, but I also know that there is a carousel because it's been featured before. So just like a general theme park. We're gonna do our own Animal Crossing version of it. We've got such bad reviews at theaters that are empty and are literally pulling the movie and Rachel's losing her mind. It's that bad? Like, is it like the film quality? Or did it just like, I don't know, like, do they know why it's performing so bad? Because like I did hear that it wasn't performing very well, but I didn't think it was that bad. Oh my gosh. It's gotta be like awful if they're full on pulling it from theaters. I don't know which color variations of this I want. This reminds me, I also still haven't done the customization workshop, so that's gonna be fun to deal with later. I'm only gonna grab a couple of these. I need to get other stuff and I'll deal with that later. I don't know if I'm gonna want this, but I'm gonna grab it just in case. I grabbed some of these earlier, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab like 2 more just in case. I grabbed some of these things, but I like to grab multiples because sometimes I think in my mind I'm only gonna want like 1 or 2 of something and then I end up using like a multiple of whatever it is. And then I don't know which color theme I'm gonna want, so we're just gonna grab like all of these. And then of course we need a bunch of these. I'm literally just taking a bunch of the carnival stuff. Oh, I didn't get any of the balloon stands. I need to get that. There isn't necessarily a teacup ride there, but there is like a spinning ride of sorts. So that will be like the reference to that. It's a 1.6 out of 10. That's insane. That is, unfathomable. Oh my gosh. Shiver, read up really quick on what Mountain Dew was saying, because I'm like, my mind is blown. When baby cats with the triangle tails get bushed up because you simply turn on the vacuum cleaner. Have you seen like whenever a kitten is like that young and like they don't really like know how to hiss properly yet? So it's like a weird like half hiss that almost sounds kind of like they're trying to bark. Because I love that. It's cute. I'll go back to what I was doing in a second. Oh, no. We're talking about the movie that Rachel Zegler did for Snow White, not the Bob's Burgers movie. The Bob's Burgers movie did fairly well as far as I'm aware. But Rachel Zegler's Snow White did very badly, apparently. I'm not done getting furniture, so I'm gonna have to make a second trip, and we'll also possibly need to be upgrading my house to get more storage, but it's okay. I'm sorry that I'm a hot mess today, but it's fine. Once I have everything, it'll go faster. Oh yeah, I can see that. No one likes the Snow White remake. It did horribly from what Mountain Dew is saying. And honestly, I have mixed feelings on remakes. I feel like sometimes if they're done properly and very, very carefully, they can be good, but a lot of the times they're bad. Like, it's very easy to make a bad remake, which is why you should approach it with caution. And it's also why it's not always necessary or a good idea at all. Let me go to April's Island. Ooh, what are you getting? We're just having a chill decorating day. I almost did the villager hunt because the poll that I did on my server was like neck and neck for a lot of time. And then like, I feel like towards the end, decorating started to win. I thought the Aladdin remake was okay, but the Mulan remake was terrible. I haven't seen either, which by the way, fun fact is I know not everybody here is like a horror movie fan, so I know not all of you know this, but the actress that played Jasmine in the Aladdin remake also played Sky Riley in Smile 2. I forget her character's name, but she was also in Lemonade Mouth. Reminder, by the way, to please like the live stream if you've not already. Liking the stream is completely free, and it's a super easy way to support me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. How do you guys feel about remakes? Like, what's your opinion? Like, I know for me, whenever, it's not like technically a remake, but like it kind of is. Whenever they made Wicked into the musical Wicked into a movie, which by the way, pretty sure it was a book first, and then it was a musical, and now it's a movie, which by the way, we only have part 1 that's out. Part 2 is supposed to come out later this year. I was very weary of that because I was like, okay, if they are not careful with this, it's gonna do very bad, and a lot of people are gonna hate it, but I feel like they, at least so far, have done it justice. Remakes can be good if someone understands the source material. I'm not a fan of the whole live action remake thing. Both completely valid answers, 100%. The Wicked book and musical are so not similar. The Wicked book is heavily adult content. I haven't read it myself, but my cousin has, and she said the same thing. And if I had to guess why they changed it up so much for the stage version as a musical, it was probably just to make it more of a stage-friendly thing overall. But then again, I feel like there's plenty of, oh my god, I can't talk, stage shows out there that have adult content in them. So like, I don't know. Given I still haven't read the books, maybe for all I know, it really was like that graphic. I read it my freshman year of high school, formative experience. Well, now I feel like I need to. Should I? I swear if it cuts me off in the middle of this saying my storage is full, I'm gonna lose it. Just want to see really quick. How full is my storage? Okay, yeah, I've got room. I've got room. Okay, we're good. When I say adult content from Wicked, I mean like freaky. Okay, no, do not read. It's not even that good of a book. Stick to the musical. Fair enough. I hear you. We're gonna make one last trip, at least for now. And somebody please remind me to get a storage unit, and then we will be good. We will be golden. Thank you for your patience while I got the last preparations done. I also see the golden shovel I gave you. Yes, I used it to dig up the trees that were in my way earlier. Hear me out, Saturn. I just thought about something. I feel like Tina would not only love Wicked, but I also feel like she would have a huge crush on Fiyero. You know she would. Yeah, thank you for just directly putting it in chat, so that way, like, I see that every time I look over. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the code cover pulled back up. There we go. Fiyero in the books was married with kids? Wait, so he was married with kids and then still kind of like in a way like getting with Glinda and then getting with Elphaba. Like, is that what you're saying? I might, oh, okay, like it took me a second to register what you were saying, Shiver, when I was reading that, but you're good. Not the infidelity, Saturn? How horrible. Fiyero was just getting around town, I see. And that's putting it nicely. My stream was saying, or on YouTube, it was saying that it was like 38 minutes in. But for a second when I looked at it, I thought it said 28 and I was like, why did it change? Don't ask what happens to the kids because you don't really want to know. I will take your word for it. Based on what you've said so far, it sounds like something I genuinely wouldn't want to know. So thank you for telling me. Oh no, Alan. Bob's Burgers is just from the TV show. Who is the founder of McDonald's though? Pretty much, Rachel's like, got a political, call the old Snow White movie trash. People will line up to watch any movie she's in. Now she's posting her watching her movie in an empty theater. I just feel like a lot of people don't like her. I feel like they loved her in Hunger Games, but like otherwise they don't seem to like her. And then Minecraft movie came out and Jack Black started roasting her. The tea. Is this roasting happening on any particular social media platform? Because I want to go look. You know what I got earlier today? Limeade Slurpee from 7-Eleven. You guys are going to be shook when I tell you. But at my crisp age of being almost 24, I still have never gotten a 7-Eleven Slurpee that I can recall. I really don't recall ever getting one. I've been into a 7-Eleven, but I haven't gotten a Slurpee. I'll have to Google the name. I know they're billionaires, of course. They're hitting on her excessively. Like, she had some good points. She just didn't have good media training, and people are hating her recent media campaign because Disney's trying to cover up the first one. I've heard a lot of the hate going on. Like, I've heard people discussing the hate, but I haven't seen a lot of it myself, if that makes sense. And I apologize if I worded that kind of badly at first, but that was what I meant to say was I've heard people discuss the hatred, but I haven't seen a lot of it myself. Taking from someone who heavily disliked her first media campaign, I fear that there are much better things you didn't spend your energy hating. Like Gal Gadot. I don't even know if I said that right, so I'm sorry. 7-Eleven nearby, I'm sure you can get a Slurpee. Like, 7-Eleven Slurpees are free on July 11th every year. We have one, but like it's a bit of a drive, so it's just like not worth it. A lot of the times if I want a silly little drink, I just go to a Circle K and get a massive Polar Pop. Yeah, Bob's Burgers is just a cartoon. I also feel like to piggyback off of what Saturn was saying, there's a lot of things in the world that are much better like having your attention spent. Like if you're gonna be directing a lot of your anger towards something and you're gonna be doing it a lot in frequent large amounts, make sure it's something that's like really worth your time and energy to be doing that with. Because there's some things that are a lot more worth your anger than others. And I hope I worded it good. Correct, Alan. I wish we had 7-Eleven around here. We don't have one here in Louisiana. We have a Circle K. They're pretty good. Yeah, I tend to get a lot of sodas from them. Bob's Burgers is a way of life. It absolutely is. If you have seen it, whether it's the show or the movie, either or, let me know who is your favorite Belcher child and then who is your favorite side character that's not in the family. I know I'm being kind of excessive with how much of the furniture I get, but you know what? It's fine. I just don't know which colors I want, and things can always be customized later on. Or wait a second. Stuff like this, do I have to have Reese and Cyrus do that? Because I didn't think about that. I think the storage units are up here somewhere. But I didn't think about that. Like, at all. Because if that's the case, then I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I haven't worked on that at all. Thank you, Saturn. Yes, okay, well then I should have thought about that. It's okay though. I'll work around it. What I could technically do is get the layout set up anyways, and then pick out like, okay, I like this color, and I like this here, I like these together, so on and so forth, whatever it is. And then later on, go and customize what I have to. I have PTSD when I hear Bob's Burgers because it rhymes with Bugs Burgers, and I had to put up with once a month Bugs Burgers night, the exterminator working extra at Bennigan's restaurant. Wait. I don't think I understand what you're describing what happened. I'm a little bit confused. I apologize. If you could clarify, please. We had a 7-Eleven around every corner at home, but I've never been to one. We just like never had one in my life until a lot later whenever one got built. I know there's storage units somewhere close by, I just don't know where exactly. Where are they? Bob and Jimmy, I want them to have a fight like Peter Griffin and the chicken. For me, I would say my favorite Belcher child is Jean. And then my favorite side character... That's really hard. Hello, Crowley, welcome. Oh, hello. Hey. Hey. Oh, the last 7-Eleven I had living back in Houston was the neighborhood a few miles from me. We can go and play the video games there, like Donkey Kong and Pac-Man. LL knows the name of the exterminator shiver. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I was a little bit confused too. I apologize. Squash the bug! Saturn, if I was an insect, what kind of insect would I be? I need to know. Hey, sorry I'm late. I had to go next door. Now I'm helping cook dinner. You're good. Welcome in. We are gathering furniture for the build. I really need a storage unit, and I cannot find one. A cockroach? Honestly, yeah. Those pink moths? Oh, thank you. But I feel like I would also be a cockroach. Actually, you know what? After a lot of thinking, I think my favorite side character of the unit's like not in the Belcher family whatsoever is Marshmallow. I know it's here. Where are the storage units? We're making pasta. What kind of pasta? Cockroach, pickle, or crouton? Lexi, you can't have all three. Crouton. Crouton. You get rid of me, I would be those house centipedes. One time there was a, not centipede, what's the word? Caterpillar, birthmark caterpillar, stuck in the house. So when I thought closing time at Bennigan's restaurant was going to be easy, I overhear a waiter saying, Boggs Burgers is here, and I almost walk out the door in a huff. I'm sorry. This is very true. Look up a velvet ant. Okay. Someone's on their way here anyways. I don't like it. Why is it fuzzy? I don't like that at all. Mm-mm. No siree. You should be there too. I swear I remember grabbing one at April's. I feel like I've seen them, but I can't remember where they are. And Alfredo pasta, rosy maple moth is also cool. Speaking of pasta, everybody in chat right now, if you were a pasta dish, any kind of pasta dish, what would you be? I feel like I would be tortellini, but like the cheese stuffed tortellini. And for sauce, it would be like the way that my mom made it when we were younger. She would use like half Alfredo sauce and half marinara sauce and mix that together, and the sauce would be kind of orangey. But it was very, very good. Funny stories I could tell you when I worked at KP Kitchen Duty at Bennigan's restaurant. Working food service is no joke. I feel like any of you at any capacity that have worked in food service know what I'm talking about. Whether you still do it currently or you don't anymore, whatever it is, you know what I mean. Chicken Alfredo, angel hair pasta. I would be tortellini, for sure. I can't stay here forever and I need a storage unit. Literally, Where are they? I know I've seen them here before. There they are. Okay, okay, okay. There they are. I just have to go around. There we go. Okay. And we already had made marinara sauce that went good with the broccoli bites. Broccoli is one of the best vegetables in my opinion, and you can't change my mind. I was one of those kids that would like willingly eat like copious amounts of things like broccoli, carrots, or avocados. Beef stroganoff. I know too much, Lexi, too much. I will never forget the day that I was at work. And the place I was working at the time had, you know, like how restaurants used to have ketchup and then like mustard bottles just out on the table, and not like in like a Heinz packaging or whatever, like just like the tube shaped bottles that didn't have a label on them, those kinds of bottles. We had them on all the tables. And I will never forget the day that I was at work and somebody was not watching their child, and this child grabbed some of, oh, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the community. Somebody had grabbed them, this kid, and just ran around squirting them all over the place. And then this same child later grabbed their food tray, put it on the ground, sat on it, got it all dirty, and then just started stomping around on it. Like, hello, collect your child, please. Stop them from doing that, please, and thank you. Why are you not stopping them? Like, I'm not a babysitter. Stop. I wanted to crash out that day. Well, Finnegan's got me started. I worked a job at at seasonal at other family-owned cafes and restaurants. I see the waiters did that all the time, filling up the ketchup bottles. I was so distraught that day whenever they would not fix what was happening. Thankfully, I grabbed multiple pieces of a lot of the different carnival-type furniture. I did not take into consideration that I'm gonna have to have Reese and Cyrus change the coloring, so that's gonna be fun. I'm sorry, but I could not work anyway. I did it for a little bit, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. But then again, I worked with some really nice waiters and waitresses. I wanted to marry a couple. A lot of people are really lovely, but then again, it also can be an incredibly uncomfortable and really stressful environment. So I salute anybody that's ever even just at least attempted it. It's hard. It really is. And it takes a lot of patience. Well, absolutely. All jobs can be very, very stressful. I just was commenting in particular that I feel like food service is just kind of a lot. Yeah, working with the public in general is hard. I thought about changing my island a bit and adding some ice sculptures everywhere. You should! I support you. Send pictures in the Animal Crossing channel on Discord if you do. Foremost. The reason I'm putting this away before actually getting things out is because I feel like once I put all of it away, I can see truly everything that I have and pick out what I want to start with. At least that makes sense in my mind. Oh, that's not what I meant to click. Oopsies. I feel like of all the different color concepts, I feel like the red, white, blue, and yellow, I feel like that will probably end up being the best. So I'm going to prioritize those items. I'm definitely gonna need work on the recent Cyrus thing, so that's mildly annoying, but it's okay. And then for the fencing, because I want to add some fencing for sure. I grabbed that for a reason. I think the food services is hard because people spend $10 on food and expect you to bow to them like they spent $400 on a meal. Their expectations are sometimes insane. Mountain Dew, literally, I feel like you would have lost your mind too if you were me this day. I will absolutely never forget whenever this woman ordered a cheeseburger, right? A very standard item. Ordered a cheeseburger, came back to the counter later after it was done, opened it, like unwrapped the tissue paper, showed it to us and was like, why is there cheese on my cheeseburger? I didn't want cheese. Then why did you order a cheeseburger? Order a hamburger if you did not want the cheese on it. I was so unbelievably aggravated that day. It was awful. I'm gonna do the fencing first. Hello, Amy, welcome in. Haven't been here in a hot minute. Well, how are you? It's like asking if you can have peanut butter without the peanuts. Yeah, right? Can you just make me a peanut-free peanut butter? Like, what did she want me to do? What was the reason there? Hello, how are you doing today? Hello, Captain Price. Welcome in. I'm doing good. How are you? You know what I'm kind of thinking of? It would be very extra and it would take a while, but I feel like it would complete the look just a little bit more. So even if you've never seen Bob's Burgers, you can definitely give your opinion here. So to make a long story short, the Wonder Wharf Park is on a big deck that goes over the water. So like there's wooden panels underneath everything for the support to be the ground, right? Do we think it would be worth it going the extra mile to add the deck pattern all over the ground here so it looks a little bit more realistic? Because I feel like it would be a pain doing it, but I feel like it could be worthwhile. What do we think? Before I get in too deep with the fencing, please give me your opinions. I think this game should have a lawnmower that cuts weeds. That would be cool. And yes, I have Captain Price. We had a group 16 come in, order a pizza. It costs $16. It's 10-inch. It's normally cut into 6 slices. They wanted 16 slices and complains of getting another pizza. You know what? I just would have gotten the other pizza. I don't know what their deal was. What do we think, chat? I think it would be cool. It'll definitely be like mildly irritating, but I feel like it could be worth it because it'll just, here. Let me pull up a picture of Wonder Wharf. Here. Here is a, once I can get it saved, a front view picture. A bag of peanuts saying caution may contain nuts. I think for legal reasons they have to do stuff like that, but it definitely feels a little bit silly. Give me a moment. I'm getting the image pulled up. Yeah, just look at this for a moment. So you see where the 3 kids are, Tina, Jean, and Louise. You see like the brown paneling. It's out on a big, big deck, and I just feel like going the extra mile would make it so worth it. Right? Making sure it gets put away. Okay, cool. Hello, Nick. Welcome in. And this is what I want to see in the next Animal Crossing game. Every stackable item should stack up to 99 items. I agree. Flowers should be picked up like weeds, and then you can craft them into flowers in a pot. That would be so cute. So, so cute. I also think that there should be sunflowers. Well, I mean, there's sunflower, like, I think a sunflower furniture item, but I think we should be able to, like, plant sunflowers. Why am I going all the way over here when I could just do this? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get past. There we go. By the way, out of curiosity, if you voted on my poll, did you say yes or no? You don't have to expose your answer if you don't want to, but I'm just curious. Did you say yes or no on my poll? I was trying to save my Nook miles to be able to get the waterscaping permit, but I honestly don't even really need it yet, so that's whatever. I do want to do a stream eventually, though, where I just kind of vibe with some music for a while and I try to earn as many Nook miles as I can. Because there's a lot of stuff I'm wanting to redeem and I can't yet. I'm glad that I did that and I brought that idea up because I just feel like it'll bring it together so much more. Because I just feel like without it, it might just look like too much of like a normal theme park. And I'm glad that I didn't get in too deep with this. I mean, I kind of did, but not really. Took evening meds. If you need to lurk, that's okay, Alan. No worries. Took all 8 of them. Can you guys take medication? Like when I say medications, I mean like pills specifically. Can you take them without water? But without water? Because I can't. I have to have at least a little bit of water or I feel like I'm gonna choke on the medication. Part of me almost feels like Wonder Wharf would have been for this island here. I'm gonna show you the map super fast. So if you look to the top area where, I get the right villager house highlighted. There, so if you look to right where Pinky's house is, where it's blinking right above that cliff area, that's where I plan to move Bob's house, aka, you know, Bob's Burgers restaurant. I'm gonna put that there eventually. So I feel like it almost would have been better to have the wharf be to the beachy area to the right, but there's just not remotely as much room to decorate over there. So I put it over here instead. But then again, it's also just Animal Crossing. And whenever you make themed islands that are this specific, it's inevitable that you can't make them super exact. So I feel like it's not that big of a deal. But then again, like I feel like the perfectionist in me is wanting to make it as exact as humanly possible. Oh, you know what else I want to be a thing when it comes to decorating in the next Animal Crossing? I want to be able to place things diagonally whenever they're outside. Diagonally in general, but especially outside. Look at Punchy in the background. How sweet. I'm going around all the edges first, so I just feel like once I do that, I can just kind of fill in the middle, and it'll be a lot more satisfying that way. I wonder if the memberships that I can give have reset yet. Dang it! Okay. They have not reset yet, because I wanted to give out some, but I can't yet. Maybe whenever they do get reset, though, maybe I should save that for my birthday stream. I feel like that'd be a good idea. I didn't realize that an ad had popped up, so like whenever the screen suddenly flickered, it scared me. Fun fact, guys, did you know it's been 4 years since I met Lexi? I just feel like it feels like we've known each other for longer than that somehow, and I feel like that's because like the amount of time that I've known you and the amount of time that you've been a mod for has allowed us to like bond quite a bit. And then I feel like it's also allowed you to see my channel in so many different eras. Like, I think if I'm remembering right, I think you were one of the first 10 people to join my Discord server. The other day, I randomly remembered that you made that Five Nights at Freddy's edit of me, and I like just like cackled by myself over it. Yep, I've been here since 490 subs. I'm assuming you meant to say here and not year. But either way, yeah, you've been here since before 500 subscribers. And I think the stream you joined on was a decorating stream that I was doing for my old Normcore Island Harmony. I'm almost done doing the edges and then... Punchy, this is not the time! Get up! Right now! This is not the time, bestie. I don't want him on this island anyways. Get up! Get up! Get out of the way! He won't move! I'm trying to put pathing down and you're in my way, bestie. Get up! Finally. That felt so aggressive, but I did what I had to do. I usually hit my villagers to make the move. I usually push them. I did that whenever I was cleaning up the excess furniture that I had everywhere. So Leia was sitting on one of the wooden benches that I had placed out, and I just sat there like smacking her until she got up, so that way I could pick it up. Forgot the word for a second. By the way, Shiver, I feel like we've probably discussed this, but like it's been long enough that like I don't remember anymore. I apologize. But when it comes to kicking out a villager so that way you can make room for a new one to go villager hunting, what's your go-to method? So it's been a while since I've like blatantly really tried to kick out a villager and then gone villager hunting afterwards as a result. But I feel like what I would do last I checked was figure out who the second to last person to move in was, not like the most recent, because those characters don't move. Whoever moved in before them, talk to them one time, and then time travel like 14 or so days into the future, and just do that repetitively until they ask to move out. So now I feel like this is starting to go a little bit faster since I got some of the pathing put down. Still gonna be kind of time consuming either way, but I'm very glad that I went forth with doing it, because I just feel like going the extra mile will be worth it. I don't really kick out villagers anymore to villager hunt, but if I were to do it, time travel 15 days into the future and skip holidays, villagers won't leave on holidays. Do you just kind of like let them move out on their own accord now? I feel like that's also valid, especially whenever you don't play that often. Dinner was so good. I'm hungry. I'm waiting to eat until after the stream, but in my perfect world, I would get either some Sonic DoorDashed or I would get Wingstop DoorDashed. You guys know me, Wingstop courses through my veins. I love it a lot. If I could somehow live off of Wingstop nutritionally for the rest of my life, I would. No, just invite villagers via Amiibo. It's quicker. Fair enough. I got the garlic bread that cooks in a bag. It was so good. I haven't even done it, but like I feel like I've talked about this idea for years. I still want to try making a grilled cheese, but where the bread is garlic bread. Like that'd be so good. Like recently I decided to invite Bob, Mary, and Shari to my island. I thought Shari said shart, and I was like, why would you invite a shart to your island? Unless you're doing poop core. I have to tell my mom bring the chicks inside. Sorry, I'm in and out. My dad is away, so I need to help my mom. You're fine. It's okay. We are just vibing today. You're good. BRB, you're good. It's okay. Funny you said that. There's technically a poop furniture in the form of one of the fossils you can get from Blathers, so Poop Core Island is possible. Very true. You could. I think that should be your next island theme is Poop Core. Part of me wonders, I mean, because I briefly looked up Bob's Burgers themed custom designs earlier. Part of me wonders if anybody's made any Wonder Wharf designs, because if they have for the sign, that would be even better. I mean, if not, I can always make my own, but I'm not very good at making my own custom designs. So, to be honest, if I have to go that route, since I really would prefer to have a sign up, I might honestly commission someone to do it for me, but I hope I don't have to go that route. I hope there's already one made. Not the voice crack. I'm gonna turn my phone upside down because Discord keeps going off. That is if I choose to make another island theme, because frankly, I don't think I have the time to play Animal Crossing anymore, at least not as much as I did back in 2021. And that's okay, you know, life changes. Sometimes we don't have as much time anymore for certain things, but I feel like as long as you at least try to create time here and there for things that you do enjoy, that's what matters, you know? Oops, I hate it when I do that. And you know what else I was thinking of? You know what would be nice is if best friends in Animal Crossing could add pathing. Like, since this is like a built-in game one, if I added somebody as best friend on here, it would be really nice if they could just do this with me. Because this is like, although it's like a simple thing to do, it can take forever sometimes. We've had so many conversations like this before. When it comes to predictions for the next Animal Crossing game, if you had to think with like the most realistic possible mindset, just humanely possible, the most realistic way to think, what do you feel like we could truly expect to see in the next Animal Crossing? I feel like first and foremost, what we can expect, I don't know what exact role it will be, but I feel like, of course, in some capacity, we're gonna have control over everything. Like in New Leaf, for example, we were the mayor. In New Horizons, we were the resident representative. Like in some way, shape, or form, whether it's town, island, whatever it is, we're definitely gonna have some kind of sense of control over things. I just don't know what role that's gonna be exactly, but I feel like we can definitely expect that. I also feel like we can expect to still be able to decorate outside, just because why add that into the game and then just take it right back out for the next game? Because that would just be really ridiculous. Sometimes I realize that the main character in Animal Crossing might be considered a dictator. Like, if you think about your character as full control of the island, you can choose to move the residents' houses anytime the character wants. You know what? You kind of have a point. I see what you mean. I'm gonna stop doing this for now so I can add some of the fencing, and then I will go back to that shortly. I don't know which fencing I want to use exactly, because I was using the blue earlier. Let me look at the picture again. Okay, so the fencing that's technically used to like border the area is like a tan kind of cream color. So maybe I should use the yellow fencing. I think I grabbed yellow, right? Which one is this? Okay, that's the red. That's the yellow and red, and then that makes this the blue. I don't think I grabbed the plain yellow fencing, so I'm gonna use the yellow and red. Kind of reminds me of McDonald's. The ability to place furniture, it was why New Horizons was popular. I also think terraforming Brewster and ordinances will return. Absolutely. I do hope, though, that Nintendo learned their lesson from, like, I mean, a lot of us were really excited about Brewster whenever he was introduced, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, he should have been there in the game to begin with. Like, that should not have been a quote-unquote update. He should have been there to begin with, and you cannot change my mind on that. I feel like I just hope they learned their lesson from that situation. and that they add him in from the start. I also feel like, let me think. Because I just feel like there's a lot of hopes and dreams that I have for the next Animal Crossing, but I'm trying to think on the realistic side here. I feel like Nook Miles are still gonna be a thing. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. I don't know in what capacity, but I feel like I could still see them being a thing. And I feel like that would also imply that Nook Miles tickets also still existed. In terms of updates, I think the next game shouldn't have updates and all holidays should be time locked. Then a year later, Nintendo can add updates and then remove the time lock and events. I feel like the time locks got annoying, but I also get why they were a thing. You know? I might go back and like remove this little like piece in the corner because it looks kind of silly not having any fencing there. Or actually no, let me add fencing over here too. For a short while because I have like almost none left. Can fencing be customized on your own accord, or do you have to have recent sires do that? I feel like time locks were necessary because Nintendo doesn't want us to play the holidays instantly, just have them in game and time lock it. And I get that. I definitely get that. I mean, it still made them kind of annoying, but like I completely understand why. Another thing that I know we've talked about before is the debate between if we think the next game will have towns or islands or even the idea of both. I feel like as much as I love the idea of both, I don't think that they would realistically actually do that, unfortunately. But then again, I really don't know if they would do an island or a town for it, because like, we've just had islands, so it's gonna feel very repetitive if they do that. But then again, like, all the other games were towns, so that will also feel repetitive. I don't know. So there is a pretty substantial area that's been covered. I want to work on decorating what's over here. And then with what time I have left, I will finish adding some pathings. Let's look back over what I went ahead and I grabbed earlier. Let's see. Okay. I want to add some of the cotton candy stands and the balloon wagons over here. I guess I didn't grab them. Give me a second. always click the wrong button whenever I do that. It makes me mad. Like, can I not do that? Please and thank you. I'm gonna do the white and blue ones. I grabbed the pink ones at first, but I want to do the white and blue ones. Yes, there is room. You're just being a hater. Nintendo is always being a hater. I want to put something in between them as well. I don't know what it's gonna be. There will be something. Well, isn't there a popcorn machine type of item that you can get? I swear I feel like there is. I guess I'll just do a drink machine. But I wanted to put the popcorn machine there. I believe so. Okay, I thought so. I just don't know where it is. Okay. Let's see how it looks. I feel like I want the snacks and like the smaller stuff to kind of be on the side over here. And then a lot of like the big ride stuff is gonna be in the center slash like towards the left. Does that make sense? I also know that there's bikes in the game, so I need to get some of those because the kids have bikes. I could send you one. That would be wonderful. Ideally, if at all possible, in the red coloring. But if that's not possible, no worries. Thank you. Check mail? Okay. I got you. By the way, don't worry about how many messages you're sending in chat right now, because it's like a slower, chill vibe kind of day, and it would be very hard to avoid spamming right now, so you're fine. I figured you knew that because you're a mod, but I wanted to say it anyways in case you were worried. I got you. No worries. I have to go inside so that way it refreshes. I need to get some water. So speaking of that, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, friends. Hydrate, get some snacks, stretch, take any medication that you need, everything under the sun. Do what you gotta do. Thank you. I appreciate it. I forgot that I couldn't just go across right there. That's gonna take some getting used to because I've been doing that a lot. A green screen house. I used it to take pictures earlier so I could use them for thumbnails. Thank you. It's gonna kind of be like a snack area. I have some games over here. And then push that to the side. Actually forward a little bit more. There we go. Never mind, that's a little bit too forward apparently. It looked like it would fit, but whatever. It's all good. I grabbed other ones, didn't I? I think so. Okay, I guess not. Let me find a different location to put this. Pull it back a little bit. Maybe it'll fit into this back corner. I hope so, because that would be kind of cool. Pull it to the side, maybe then it will. But then it looks funny because it looks all lopsided. I don't like that. That irks me. That's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to put that then, but it's fine. It keeps like wanting to fight me. I know what I'll put over here. I'm gonna have like one staggered in the front and then one staggered like behind it a little bit, if that makes sense. Where did I put the others? I wish they would stay moving because that would look kind of cool. So here's like kind of like a game area that we got going on. I do want to add the drink machine somewhere nearby, and I will add the sandbox. You know, I may as well add the sandbox here. Let's see what that looks like. Given there's not even one featured on there, but like the thing is, Wonder Wharf is featured a ton throughout both the show and the movie, but at the same time, like, there's only so much I can recreate in this game, so you gotta have some creative freedom. Like a game area over here. Oh, and I think I have another version of the game stand, but I don't know if it's the same color. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Even better. All right, yeah, this is the game section. What will it look like if I put the drink machine here? Well, that's not bad. Given I wish I could push it to the side a little bit, but whatever. Fine. It's fine. I'm gonna need a lot more of those plaza clocks, but it's fine. Got all of this so far. You know, I don't remember what they're called exactly in the game. But you know those like plastic chairs, they're in sets of 2 that you can get from the Nook Stop? I want to get some of those and have like a bit of like a waiting area of sorts. Well, not like a waiting area. I just feel like adding like plasticky, colorful chairs will look cool. I just feel like it would fit in. And one thing that's going to be very important that I add a good amount of is carousels. There is a big carousel that's on Wonder Wharf. I don't have one that's that exact size, so what I'm going to do instead is put like, I think at least 3 of them fairly close together to get my point across, but they all have to be the same color, otherwise it's going to look really, really weird. I don't know what furniture set that is. That's okay. All right, let me go ahead and from here to the side, fill in a bit of the pathing, and I'm gonna go back to putting down some of the furniture. On like the lower middle-ish area is where I'm hoping to put the carousels. By the way, if you have not already, please be sure to like the live stream. Liking the stream is completely free and it's a super easy way to support me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Whenever I next do a decorating / working on my island type stream, I'm definitely gonna have to work on this again because I am not gonna be able to finish in a single day, but it's okay. We're doing our best. The chickens are all caught. Yay! I bumped my head on the table because I had to reach underneath to plug their heat lamp in. I'm sorry. I hope you don't have a headache or anything. And if you do, I hope you feel better soon. I don't, it's just annoying. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. Since I didn't think to get the recent Cyrus thing finished up so that way I could customize certain items, I may just go ahead and make a last trip of the stream to the treasure island and get a couple more of the items that I already have, just so that way I can use all the stuff that's in the same color. Just because, like, I'm at the end portion of the stream, and I don't want to be using that time up to just try and get Reese and Cyrus unlocked. Like, that's just, I feel like that's a waste of what's left of the stream time, you know? That's enough of that for now. Let me see. Okay, I got the Ferris wheels and the teacup rides, but I need to get the carousels. I got carousels, right? Because if I didn't, I need to go back to get them. Alright, cool. So I did get them. I didn't get enough that are in the same color, so I'm 100% gonna have to go back. But actually, let me get the other ones out, and I'm just gonna use this to get an idea of the placement, and then once I get the correct color ones, I'll exchange out the ones that are the wrong colors. Not that bad if they're in different colors. I just feel like the pink is definitely like it doesn't suit what I'm doing. This one in the middle definitely does though. I like having all three here, and I feel like it would honestly be kind of satisfying to have a fourth, just because the carousel in the show and the movie is huge. It's ginormous. Let me see what that would look like shape and size wise with a fourth, because I'm pretty sure I have at least one more. Let's see. Okay, size and like formation wise, I like that a lot. I just need the ones that are in the correct colors. But placement wise, I'll leave that there so I know where I want to put it. Let me see. also need to get more of these to use for sure. Maybe I could alternate them, like have a plaza bench, have the balloon wagon, bench, wagon, so on until we get to the end. I feel like that could be kind of cute. Given there probably won't be that many of them, but it's okay. I also feel like something kind of needs to go in the middle so it's not so empty right here. What could I put down? I mean, I guess I could start putting some of the other rides down too. Here, what would it look like if I put the teacup ride here? I don't know which color is the right one, so forgive me if it looks funny. Oh, never mind. There it is. All right, it's coming together. It's coming together. Just gonna add like 2 extra rows of pathing right here. My voice keeps cracking. This is annoying. Just because I need that to be there so that way the carousels look appropriate. Oops. While I'm there, I'm also gonna pick up an extra stack of the fencing that I needed. All right, that'll do. Those will keep marking the placements for now. Let me go ahead and take off the construction hat, and then I'm gonna go take one last trip to that island. Hello, Sedef, welcome in. This took forever to set up, but I'll give you a quick rundown before I go to the treasure island to get a couple of things I need. I haven't finished putting the pathing down, but it just was taking too long. I didn't want to do that for the whole stream, so this is the fencing that I decided to go with. I could have gone with the full yellow, but I didn't grab the full yellow earlier, and I kind of like the red and yellow, so I'm gonna keep that for now. I'm gonna have this be like a sitting area with some balloons. I just haven't finished it yet. There's a drink machine, a little snack spot. We got a teacup ride, like a little game area. The carousels in the game are not big enough, so I'm adding them all together to be like a big formation of them instead of just one large carousel. I don't have the right colors, so we're gonna go fix that. It also was covered in trees earlier, and I had to move a villager house, so that took up time as well. And I'm good. How are you? I'm hungry, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm at the you're at the hospital? My mom got her gallbladder removed and is staying the night. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope that she feels better soon, and I hope that she makes a smooth recovery. I had to double check my spelling, so I almost made a huge typo. I will add some hearts into the chat. I also need to get the code cover pulled back up, so don't mind me. Hopefully it's the same code as earlier. Gotta go. Her night nurses will be here soon. No worries. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. Okay. The code worked, so I can go ahead and remove this. There we go. If you've not already, please be sure to like the live stream. Liking the stream is completely free, and it's a really easy way to support me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you heard that, that was me pulling my tinted chapstick out of the little glass bowl that it was in. And if you heard that other sound after that, that was my stomach, because I'm hungry. It's okay though, because we're at like technically the end portion of the stream, so I will eat afterwards. All good. I don't even know if the mic is picking that up. Can somebody tell me? Because my stomach is making hungry noises. Is the mic picking that up? Yes or no? Just curious as to how loud it actually is. Also, I am going to end the poll because I've left that there for a hot minute. You don't hear anything? Okay, well then trust me when I say that it's there. Oh, it's down here, okay. Whoopsies. I might even go back and change the fencing eventually, but for right now, I'm vibing with the red and yellow. Grab 2 stacks of it in case. I feel like I also could have gone with like this fencing, but I don't know. I was forgot to put the chicks' food and water back in their area. Good thing it was only like 10 minutes. You're fine. It's okay. Just for a realistic effect, I feel like I should also get like some of these, and I should also get some porta potties. I got the fencing that I needed, and I got the plaza furniture. What else? I feel like inevitably I should put an ATM just because, like, Mr. Fishoder owns the Wharf, and he is, like, low-key when it comes to money and everything, giving Mr. Krabs vibes, and so I just feel like it's very appropriate to add that. I'm gonna find the other thing I was looking for. There needs to be a bunch of these, of course. I'll get one in each of these colors. I feel like that would look cool. Now we can go back to the island. Whenever I get back, I'm gonna add a bit more fencing. I'm gonna fix up the carousel area. I'm gonna put down the plaza bench that I grabbed, the balloon stand, because I know those shouldn't take too long, hopefully. And then if I somehow have any time left, I'll add something else. But I definitely want to at least work on those things. I feel bad. I keep walking away from my phone to do stuff. It's a very laid back stream today. It's okay. I promise. If for some reason I urgently needed you to stay, I would have said so forever ago. It's all right. Oh, by the way, so I know Megs has had dinner, but has anybody else had dinner yet? And if you have, what did you have? And if you haven't had it yet, but you know what you're going to be eating, then what are you going to be eating? I actually haven't, Shiver. I haven't. You know what I was thinking about the other day, by the way? You gave me permission forever ago to start using your actual name. And I feel like it is so ingrained in my head to call you Shiver that it is so hard to stop doing that. Do you have a preference? Or can I just keep calling you Shiver? I had tacos. Hello, Hannah, welcome in. Unless you've been lurking then. Hello. Tacos sound good too. Mainly I'm craving either Sonic or Wingstop. Either or would be scrumdiddlyumptious right now. I was like, okay, well, welcome back. Welcome out of your lurk. Hope you're doing good. Not really. You can keep calling me Shiver, but I also don't mind Alex. I feel like it's like I don't necessarily mind calling you your name. It's just like it became such a routine to not do that it's hard to call you by your actual name now. No? Yes, there is room, Animal Crossing. You're just being a hater. I like the vibe we got going on so far. Ignore how wonky it looks over here. I have not finished the fencing. I also at some point want to pick out areas to leave gaps so that way I can place the arches and have the fencing connect to the sides of the arches so that way they're like designated enter and exit points. I feel like that would look really cool. Animal Crossing was not hot to go at that time. There have been lots of times Animal Crossing was not hot to go. It'd be like that. You know what I saw a TikTok about the other day that I was thinking about? And I don't understand why this happened, so if somebody knows the science behind it, if you could explain it to me in the chat, that'd be great, but no worries if not. If you've ever been tanning before, specifically like, especially if you're like out at the beach, but I mean, it can happen outside of a pool too, but like I feel like I've mainly had it happen at the beach. You're tanning or just spending a lot of time outside, and when you finally open your eyes again, everything looks like very blue. Why does that happen? It's like temporary, of course, but like, why does that happen? I might also leave this corner open. I don't know. We'll see. Lexi should tell you this. You know, I have to do this theme next for Animal Crossing, but I think it'd be cool if there's a core island, like lots of purple crystals, Portia, and I know you're not done typing that, but I'm gonna take a picture because that's a wonderful idea. I have like a couple of themes that like I'm wanting to sort through and try. I know for sure I want to do a supernatural one at some point. I feel like that's inevitable because of how much I talk about supernatural and also Bob's Burgers. But then again, there's only so much time we have left until the next Animal Crossing comes out. So there's only going to be so many themes left that I can do, you know? Okay, what else can I add really quick before I have to go? Oh yeah, I didn't even fix these. Let me fix that. And then where's the last one? There we go. Now they all match. I kind of want the playground jungle gym climbing things to be over here, but there's no pathing there yet. I will just set them down anyways for the time being, so that way they have designated spots. I want this one to be front and center. And then hopefully there's room for me to add this one on the side like this, because that would be perfect. Okay. I'm not sure what angles I'm gonna have them all turned up, but I like them staggered like this. I just, again, need to add the rest of the pathing. Does my sound embarrassing, but what was your dog's name again? I'm asking because you can also represent her as a dog villager. No, you're fine. It's okay. I don't talk about her a ton because she does not live with us. That in itself is a situation, but her name is Willis. And if anybody was wondering why she doesn't live here, her like dad figure does not live with us, and she is in her golden years as a dog. So because she tends to be happier with him, she does not live with us, but I still see her, so it's all good. That sounds like a custody battle in a way. I do need to go though, and I want to say I am so sorry that I couldn't finish the Wharf I will work on it again next time I do a decorating stream, but here's like a quick rundown of what I have so far. In my defense, there was a lot of preparation that had to be done because it was a very big area. And obviously, of course, because it's Animal Crossing and I'm very limited to what I have so far, there's only so much I can do to make it exact. So for the most part, it's very heavily Wharf inspired. I'm gonna add a Wonder Wharf sign eventually. Hopefully there's already a pre-made design, but if I have to, I'll either make my own or I will, what's the word? Commission somebody to do one. But with that said, thank you so much for coming to my stream. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you could. Reminder that tomorrow's stream at 4 p.m. Central Time will be a Cult of the Lamb stream. I will be starting a new save file. And remember, that is a game where I can include you guys as my audience without you actually having to buy or own the game. It's a very, very silly, goofy, but kind of like a little scary game, but not really scary, but cute art style. Very, very fun. If you have not heard of Cult of the Lamb, I definitely recommend that you at least join for a little while tomorrow, so that way you can check that out. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time for another live stream. Bye, everybody!
Oh.